What is up, guys? Trevor Roskovensky here. I hope you guys are having a good day so far. I know it's later in the day. I am going to be going over a very important subject today. We're talking about the Jordan 1 A Ma Manieres. These come out on December 3rd at 10 a.m. on sneakers, and other retailers have already been running raffles. Of course, you know the deal. We're putting out all the raffle lists within Kckd Notify. We always provide that to people, and we throw you a member important to make sure you do know to sign up. Undefeated had an in-store raffle. I signed up, but I'm not even local, but I still signed up. I thought it was a nationwide, but that's besides the fact. So if you didn't interrupt for that, good luck on that one. But this is going to be a very important video because I'm going to be going over market value, what you should do with if you already have it in, if yours already shipped, which mine haven't. I've hit 2 pairs so far. Mine have not shipped whatsoever, so I don't know what's going on there. I probably won't see them until after the sneakers drop, which sucks because I like to get them a little bit early so I can get rid of them when that hype is really built up. Now, if I hit another pair of these, I may have to personal. I'm probably going to have to personal this because this may be one of my first collab Jordan 1s, and to be honest, it's not that bad looking. I do enjoy them. It'd be very unique for my sneaker collection. You can see back there. It's not too crazy. This would be a little bit more of a unique pair of Jordan 1s for myself. Before we get too far in the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions for me, hit me up. All my social medias, I'll respond. It takes me a while, but I will respond. All those links are down below. But let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm going to pull up the sneakers page, and then I'm just going to kind of go over what I advise to you guys to do to make the most profit, and kind of what I think this sneaker is going to perform like. So as you can see here, we do have them dropping. You can see they're going to be dropping. If you scroll down, they will be dropping on December 3rd on Nike or on sneakers. And the reason why I'm saying scroll down, because you will have little kids Jordan 1s. If you want to buy the little kids, you're gonna have the toddlers, and then you have the men's at the top. Little kids are looking at $80, the toddlers at $60, and of course the men's are $200, 200 USD after taxes. I don't know what that comes out, depends on where you're at. I know from A Ma Maniere I paid $225 per shoe, which is a little expensive, but it's still a very cool collab, and you can just tell. Honestly, tell me this right now while you're watching the video: would you pick this pair, or would you pick the Jordan 3s that they dropped, the A Ma Maniere Jordan 3s or the Jordan 1? Now, I know probably a majority, or probably like 70-80% of you guys are probably going to pick the 3, and the craziest thing is I'm in there with you. I'm in there with you. I'd actually pick a Jordan 3 probably over this Jordan 1, but I still like the sneaker, man. I do like the sneaker. I think it's cool. I think once I get them in hand, I'll like them more, but I don't know. The way they're looking here, it looks like the materials all over the place are looking good, just like the 3s were, which is awesome, which is always good for value. I feel like when they're really made nice and they're not cheap and you got the little details, and typically when they feel a little bit more limited and hype up, obviously they're gonna be worth a little bit more money. But let's go ahead and look at the aftermarket right now, what they're doing, and then I'm gonna kind of go over like a market analyst, because I have a feeling these people are gonna start panic selling. It's that time. But before I get too far in that, let's look at the aftermarket real quick. So here is the aftermarket right now. Overall, it looks like for an 8.5 right now, the highest bid is $325. The sell now, the last sell is $439, and then if the ask, or the lowest ask right now is about 11, and 11.5 is $440. Overall, if I'm buying this pair of sneakers or this pair of shoes, for me, I've been going like mid-range size, or my size, honestly. 10, 10.5, 11s is kind of what I'm going for on this drop. You know, maybe go a little bit bigger too. You may be able to get by. I'm not sure. I personally don't know how the smaller sizes are going to do. I don't know if the women are hyped up. I get it. You know, it's a cool shoe. They're releasing little kids, but not GS, not big kids. So I don't know exactly what they're going to do with that. So for me in the market, I feel like these sizes may do well, but it's a 50-50 chance. So I'm just going to stick with the ones a little bit bigger that I know my clients will want for when it comes to selling here. Or if I throw them up on Instagram, I know people will want them. Because, you know, a lot of the times for my 6.5, 6, 5.5, 5, even when I posted like a pair of shoes that I had before, I had a hard time moving it. I couldn't move it. So for me, I'm staying in the bigger sizes. You do what your clientele really works with, but StockX is always here for you too if you're scared to meet up in person. I know with the holiday season coming around, people are getting a little wild when it comes to sneakers, PS5s, all that stuff. So be very careful when it comes to that. That's kind of what I'm looking at here. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's talk about what I think is about to happen and what you need to do if you already have your pairs. If you have your pairs in hand, man, I would get these listed. I would have your locals. I would have had them already listed on the local marketplace. Get it lined up, get that high dollar amount for this. If you're not towing it, let me know down below. Are you going to tow this pair, or are you just going to sell them? Like I said, if I can get another pair in my size, I may have to throw a pair on, just because I'm going to be making up. I mean, it's going to buy the shoe for me off a profit, and I get a free pair of Jordan 1s that are pretty cool. It's kind of a cool thing you can throw on your shelf, you know, a cool shelf piece compared to just I just have all GRs, man. I'll be honest, I just own all GRs, so why not throw up a collab piece? I'm not saying it was a super hard shoe to get, but I know still a lot of people missed out on this sneaker. The hype is there. There is hype. I don't think it's the craziest hype. It's not like the Jordan 3 hype, because, you know, that for some reason that was really hyped up. Those Jordan 3s were hyped up. The quality was amazing. People are naming that the Jordan of the year, the Jordan 3 of the year, which is kind of crazy to think about because it's a Jordan 3, and I like it more than the Jordan 1. Like I said, it's crazy, but I don't know. I'm not gonna go and buy the Jordan 3, but still, if I get this, I'll wear it. So enough rambling. Like I said, if you have your pairs now, sell them now. If you have them coming in, get them pre-sold or get them listed. If you have a shipping information and you have about around the range when it's going to come in, I would tell people when it's coming in and say, hey, you can get it quicker than sneakers. I can get it to you, because a lot of people, maybe the general pop, probably missed out on A Ma Maniere. Probably wasn't ready for that, because it's not the normal just get on your phone and get on sneakers app, because I know a lot of people that did miss and that are still talking about them. So get that lined up. Say, hey, I can get it to you before sneakers comes in. That's a little hint for people, like, oh, you can get it before sneakers? Okay, I'll pay a little extra for it. And you just pull it like that, and that's kind of what will help you to make a little bit more money on it. Now, after this, I definitely see, I mean, you already see some sizes like already in like the $300 range, and which is kind of crazy to think about. Like 8.5 is like $315, $320 after they drop on sneakers. And then, like I said, my local sneaker boutique's getting them, a couple other places are getting them. That price is gonna go down. Like, it's a given. There's gonna be much more supply on the market, and I could see these averaging around 300, maybe even some sizes to 250 for a little bit after the FOMO, or after the panic selling. All that stuff happens. I could see like a 250 to 350, maybe not even 250, maybe like a 270 to like 330 or so range is going to be like your average when it comes to this sneaker. It's crazy to think, yes, I get it, it's a collab Jordan 1, man, but I don't know if that hype is there. I don't know what they look like in person yet. I've had a couple people tell me they look cool in person. The box is obviously cool. Some people said they're not all that in person, so I got to see for myself. I can't wait to review it. I haven't thrown up a review on this channel for a while. I know this is a different style of video. I haven't actually went into like a market analysis or anything like that on a single pair of sneakers for the most part. Well, I went over on the Kckd 3s because people were panicking about that, and I wanted to get my opinion across, but this is the same thing, man. They're going to go down. If you do hit them on sneakers, don't go crazy. Don't start undercutting people. It's Christmas time. People are wanting gifts. I'm not saying these are in the crazy demand, but just stop undercutting. Try to list local. I've heard a lot of people say they've had a lot of success selling these local and making a lot of cash off them, just doing it local. So try that. Maybe this is a great way, but be careful. People do get crazy, like I mentioned earlier, around the Christmas times, around holidays. People just kind of, I don't know what gets in their brain. I don't know if they're desperate for stuff and whatnot, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at here. Just be careful with it, meeting local places and that. Like I said, one thing that's kind of giving me a red flag about this shoe is I think there's going to be a little bit more stock than we're expecting. So be careful. If you have them, sell them now, and then if you hit more pairs, then deal with that then. But if you already have them, this is the main thing to take away from this video. I know we're late into it, but you need to sell the shoe before it drops again, okay? You have to. Like I said like 5 times now, my sneaker boutique, I'm going to throw up a little something on the screen right there. I actually took in toys because they were doing a toy drive for this for Christmas, for the unfortunate around here that aren't going to have Christmas, you know, because that happens. It sucks. I'm fortunate enough to have what I want. You know, I can get the stuff that I want, and some people just can't, and they won't have Christmas for the young kids, so they had a toy drive. So I went and, like I said in that picture, I got like Nerf guns, Legos, and some Hot Wheels that I took in. Nothing too crazy, and then I also gave them a free pair of shoes. Undefeated Air Max 97. I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, those are bricks, but it's a free pair of sneakers that someone's going to receive for Christmas, and it's like, man, I was like, you know what, why not? My favorite time of the year is Christmas. It's literally like my favorite time of the year. I can't help it. I'm like a little kid. I know I'm older now, but I'm still just like a little kid, so I had to go do that and show support. And it's awesome how they're doing that for kids, because it's going to be an awesome community builder. I know that's, if you're around Indy, or if you're local, you know who Corporate Gotham is. They're always doing big they have raffles. They get a lot of the hype sneakers, and it just seems like a really cool company. I'm not over there very often, but they seem like a pretty cool place. But that's all on this market analysis. Like I said, I know I don't usually just do one sneaker for the most part, but I see people asking questions. I acknowledge it through live streams, and I see people like, oh, what am I going to do with these, or what should I do with these? And that's kind of what I'm thinking for you guys to do. So that is it for me, guys. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. If you have any questions for me, my Instagram is right here. I'll respond. I'll hit you up. I'll take care of whatever you need. I know I've been a little bit slower. Like I said in my previous, if you've seen my Instagram, I've been going through some things. I think Kckd Notify is right here. This is where we give you all the information. We have been cooking PS5s and Xboxes. That's the real money maker right now, and that's where we've been making the money. I mean, you see I got to get rid of that PS5 right behind me. That's going to be gone soon, but that's all there is to this video. Hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. I appreciate all your support. I'm out. Peace.